Today we're busting 27 myths about Zonai devices in Tears of the Kingdom and diving deep into their mechanics to uncover the truth about how they work. 2 rockets will launch you farther than 1 rocket. We'll attach 1 rocket to the side of this cart and try the same thing with 2 rockets. Busted. Somehow using 2 rockets won't make any difference at all in how far up you go. So if you want that vertical distance, be sure to only use 1 rocket. Portable pots will raise your temperature like a regular pot. When you walk up to a regular cooking pot, you'll see your temperature rise in the bottom right corner. Let's see what happens when you try this with a portable pot. Busted. For some reason, the blue fire under the portable pot doesn't work the same way as a regular fire. Now that I think about it, I don't know how the portable pot cooks food without any heat. A fan will move itself when activated on the ground. Fans are used to move other objects, but can they actually move by themselves? Let's find out. Busted. When you move the fan into the air, it is able to move itself, so I'm not sure what makes the difference between being in the air and on the ground. You can stick a stake into another stake. Busted. It would be fun if we could keep sticking stakes into each other, but if there's any consolation, you can still attach them to each other using the Ultra Hand rune. You can also hit the like button if you want more myth-busting content. A hydrant can put out flames from a flame emitter. We've already seen fire acting weird with the portable pot, but hopefully you can at least put out fire with water. Busted. If you use the hydrant on a regular fire, it'll put out the fire with no problem, but these flames are just completely unbothered. You can use rewind on cannonballs. A big part of Tears of the Kingdom is using rewind on projectiles, but cannonballs might be a problem since they're really fast and small. Let's see what happens. Finally, one of these myths is confirmed. Cannons are one of the deadliest weapons in this game, so if you ever find yourself getting targeted by one of these, now you know what to do. A construct head will target other constructs. Normally, constructs won't target their own kind, but we're going to test this one's loyalty and see if it locks on to one of its friends. Confirmed. It turns out the construct head is completely on our side, and if we gave it a weapon, it would even fight them for us. A time bomb deals more damage than a bomb flower. This one will be interesting. Time bombs look much bigger in size, but we know that bomb flowers pack a punch too. Busted. I tested the bomb flower more than once and took different amounts of damage, but the time bomb seems like a fixed amount. We've proven that bomb flowers can do more though, so on to the next one. A wheel will deal damage when fused with the Zonai shield. Logically, a spinning wheel shouldn't hurt that much, but let's see if the game feels the same way. Confirmed. It might be relevant that this is a small wheel, which is known to spin faster than a big one. Unfortunately, your shield will break really quickly if you use it like this. 2 big wheels use battery twice as fast as 1 big wheel. We'll count down the number of seconds it takes for my first energy cell to run out of green. Busted. If you use multiple wheels, the game will give you some leeway because most vehicles require several wheels to operate. This was a great decision by Nintendo to give players more flexibility. 2 springs will launch twice as high as 1 spring. Busted. It's close, but not quite double the height. Although it might double the momentum, gravity pulls me down too quickly for that to translate into double the distance. Wings will fly indefinitely. Busted. This is the only Zonai device I've seen behave like this, where it completely disappears if you fly too far. It doesn't even use your energy cells or batteries, so I wonder why it was designed this way. A balloon will rise by itself in flame climates. Certain parts of the map will be so hot that everything literally catches on fire. Let's see if this gives a hot air balloon enough heat to start rising. This one's busted. Apparently you need a direct flame, and although that's easy to get here, it would be cool if a hot air balloon responded to hot air. When two stabilizers are attached, they'll compromise on the angle between them. I see two outcomes here. They stand at an angle where they can both stand equally straight, or they'll detach from one another so they can both stand up. Confirmed. Stabilizers are one of the freakiest items in Tears of the Kingdom because they completely defy the laws of physics. Even when you attach something really heavy, the stabilizer can pull whichever way it wants to. A steering stick can move a stabilizer. Steering sticks can move just about any Zonai device wherever you want it to go. But what if you tried on something that's supposed to stay put? Busted. I was wondering if we could briefly move the stabilizer before it stands up again, but it's completely locked down in this case. A flame emitter will cook food. Fire hasn't behaved the right way so far, but we'll give it one last shot. Thankfully, this one's confirmed. I don't know what I'd do with myself if you could cook food without heat, but not with heat. A frost emitter can disrupt a flame emitter. Busted. This one makes sense when you consider that the flames look really powerful, but the frost looks more like a gas than a solid. It doesn't look like there's a way to stop the flames besides putting an object in front of them. A beam emitter deals more damage when you're closer to the base. Beams have such a long range that I need to attach a battery so it doesn't turn off when I reach the far side. Busted. It deals 1 heart to me no matter how far away I am. I'm wondering if my armor is reducing the damage from it, but that's something we can explore another time. Metal weapons conduct electricity from the shock emitter. Confirmed. Somehow, my sword will conduct the electricity without directly shocking me. I'm not sure if this is only a visual thing, or if I can actually shock someone, because the effect leaves when I walk away. Now we can test 2 myths at once. They're both related to batteries, so I'll attach 3 flame emitters to use the energy, as well as 3 regular batteries and 1 big one. The first myth is that regular batteries get used before big batteries. Confirmed. It's technically possible that it chooses a random battery to drain regardless of its size, but if it's truly random, then the big battery only had a 1 in 24 chance of going last. I'm going to assume that didn't happen. Big batteries last 3 times as long as regular batteries. Busted. It's closer to 10 times instead of 3 times. I haven't done the exact calculations as of writing this script, but the big battery lives up to its name. A mirror will reflect moonlight. We're going to sit by a fire until nighttime, which is 9 o'clock p.m. As you can see, the mirror is still reflecting light, but watch what happens when the clock hits 10 p.m. So this is busted. Even though there's some natural light, it's not enough for the mirror to reflect anymore. The light Zonai device can be reflected by a mirror. At first, I thought these 2 devices were designed to be used together, but look at this. Busted. Of all the myths I tested in this video, this one truly surprised me. At first, I thought it wouldn't be a good myth because the mirror would obviously reflect the light, but I guess not. Sleds are faster on snow than sand. Testing this one is difficult because we need a relatively flat surface on each terrain, and we need to calculate the total distance traveled over a set period of time. Since I can't find perfectly flat ground, I'm looking to see if there's any significant difference between them. I couldn't find enough of a difference, so we'll call this one busted since they look about the same. A steering stick will turn the wheels on a cart. The steering stick has no problem turning the little wheels and big wheels when it comes to Zonai devices, so let's see if the same applies to carts. Busted. If you roll it down a hill, you can get some horizontal movement, but there's no visual cue that suggests the wheels are turning. To be fair, I think carts are designed to go forward instead of turning. Finally, a homing cart can deal damage by running into enemies. Confirmed. In addition to dealing damage, it also serves as a great distraction for them. It looks like it actually provoked the enemies to attack the cart, even though it's unbreakable to my knowledge. If you want more myth busting, be sure to subscribe and I'll see you soon.